Guys, welcome back on the show. This might be the best video you're going to watch today on YouTube just to learn any kind of skill, any kind of way to generate wealth and have the blueprint set for you for life. I will always say this channel is about helping people grow and prosper. And this is probably going to be one of the most best topics that I talk about, and that is how to create or find a skill and make money out of it online. The recipe to making money online is everywhere now. I think everybody understands what is the things and elements you must consider to become a salesman online, whatever you want to do to make money, to create wealth. But I feel like there's a lot of confusion and misunderstandings on how to exactly go about it. This is something that I'm implementing in my own journey right now, and these are the small steps that I'm taking. But I've kind of, put together a few lines for you guys and a few pointers to be aware of on exactly what are the steps that you need to take step by step from A to Z when you want to create wealth online. Very simple, very straightforward, not complicated, nothing about, those things that you see online from people who are talking about dropshipping, who are talking about AI, who are talking about anything, right? This is more about just the general things that you need to understand about what works for you and your life and how you want to monetize it and how you want to create wealth from it as well and grow online and do it at the comfort of your couch, seat, wherever, anywhere in the world. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. And this is how most people nowadays, almost everybody makes money online, depending on what exactly they want to talk about. But these are the main things that they highlight and focus on. So let's get to it. Step number one, I think before anything, you need to understand what kind of person you are. What I mean by what kind of person you are is what exactly are the things that inspire you, motivate you, make you feel great. What is it that allows you to wake up every morning full of excitement, full of belief, full of life? These are the things that are going to propel you to always be motivated, consistent, sticking with the plan. So ask yourself these questions. What is important for you? I can speak up for myself. I am somebody who loves to be creative. So I love to be, create new things, design new things. I'm doing that with my clothing line, for example. I'm somebody who likes to help people, and this is what I'm doing with this channel. This channel is about helping, relating to other people, what people go through every day in life, everywhere. So this is what my belief system aligns with. This is who I am as a person and what I identify with, and that's what pushes me to work every day, create content, do whatever I need to do to achieve success in my life. So the first step you have to understand in all of this is what is it that you want, or what is important to you as a person. After you understand what kind of person you are and what kind of value you want to provide for the world, pick a skill that you feel aligns with everything that we spoke about earlier. Now, here's the thing. People are split into two different ways. There are people that already have a resume of experience on the skills that they've attained in their professional life. Think of a teacher, think of a public speaker, think of people who have already done many things, anything. So you're somebody who works in a company and you know how to program and code. You're somebody who works as a plumber. You're somebody who already works as a carpenter. You already know these skills. You've done them across your whole life already. So if you have these skills and you already have and they align with what you are and who you are as a person, the next step that you need to do is that you need to break down content and create a content-based channel around those skills and start providing value for people with them. You see, this talk about audiences, finding your target audience, all of that, it's not really something complicated. It all pertains to what are the skills that you're providing or you're going to be talking about. Naturally, if you're somebody who's going to be talking about plumbing and fixing pipes at home, your content is going to showcase to people that want to be plumbers or people that want to fix any pipe issues at home. That's how the algorithm works. That's how YouTube works. So like I was saying, there are two different types of people. There are people that have already done the work in the field, and you could be one of them if you've done it in a specific category, and they could talk about them and create content. There are others who could just simply choose a skill that they like, that aligns with their core beliefs and how they move in life right now. So for example, there could be somebody who likes to talk about teaching people on YouTube, how to become popular on YouTube. There could be someone who teaches how to go viral on Instagram, or what are the things to be successful and be a personal brand on Instagram. That could be something that you like. You like to teach people how to become a personal brand on Instagram. So you take the steps and you learn everything about Instagram, the skills that are required, the hashtag, the type of content, all of that stuff, right? So there are those two paths. You need to decide what path you want to take. Do you want to learn a new skill and popularize it and make content out of it and teach people that skill? Or do you want to monetize the skill that you've already had all these previous years, that you have solid experience in, and start talking about them online? Again, it comes down to your core belief, what you believe you should provide as value to people in life. Because you could be somebody who has 10 years, 15 years of learning how to do Amazon and digital marketing, but you might be someone that just does not have any passion for it. You don't really care about teaching people for it because it was something to do just to pay the bills. So would that make sense? Probably not, because you're not going to have the consistency or the motivation to get people to learn from you, because you're not motivated yourself. So it doesn't align, it doesn't work. So after you decide what are your core beliefs and what you want to provide value, and after you decide on if you're going to do a skill that you have attained in your professional career or learn a new skill and then talk about it, you're going to have to create content. Like I mentioned, creating content can go in different avenues in different ways, but I think the most easiest, simple way to create content and relate to people is you need to create scenarios and stories about the skill and how the skill solves problems. Right? So so how the skill solves problems and how we can educate people to solve those problems. So for example, if you're somebody who is interested in digital marketing and you want to teach people how to become digital marketeers, right? You're going to create scenarios about how to reach out to audiences online. You're going to create scenarios about how to retarget them with email campaigns, with Google campaigns, for example. You're going to showcase for different types of content and different types of ways. You're going to create content around how to make your website better, how to create a better ad, creative words, copy, all of that stuff, all of those small things. If you're somebody who's going to pick YouTube as a skill, you're going to start doing the research and teaching people what are the things they might have to consider about YouTube from an algorithm perspective, from a hashtag, what type of content works, what type of target audiences will relate more to that content. How does YouTube as a machine, as a social platform work, and how to get them leverage the most and the maximum out of YouTube. So another example could be, and I see this from a lot of people actually online, is if you want to become an expert at showing people how to get hired, how to get hired for certain roles with big companies and big corporations, you're going to talk about how to fix the resume. You're going to talk about how to conduct yourself in interviews. You're going to talk about how you can showcase your skills and separate yourself from other people. So there is many ways to go around this, there are many ways to go around this, but I think the most important thing that you need to keep in mind is creating easy solvable scenarios and solutions, okay, that are going to help people and are going to provide value for people. So when you create those solutions through your content, people are going to be slowly inspired. Slowly they're going to like your content. They're slowly going to follow you. They're going to appreciate who you are. Then they're going to give you social proof. Okay, this is the guy that if I want to talk about YouTube, if I want to learn about getting a job in high positions in high companies, these are the people that I go to online and learn from, right? It's a very simple recipe. You acquire a skill, you become good at that skill, and you know everything about it, okay? Or you obviously have previous experience and you're already an expert. You start creating content about it. Then what would be the next step after you gain some audience and you get some followers who believe in you and who know that you're somebody who is trustworthy? This is the time you create a course. This is the time that you set up one-on-one consultations. This is the time where you create a course. This is the time where you set up one-on-one consultations. This is the time you set up webinars. So this is where you gain all the rewards for your hard work that you've done across the previous weeks and months, and all this time where you're trying to build your audience through the content that you're creating. This is where you're going to now showcase and tell your people, this is you create a course by actually giving a valuable information, a course that you work on for a specific aspect of the skill you're talking about. Obviously, it can be comprehensive or it can be minute. It depends on what you want to create a course on. But this is where you're going to charge people. You can also then do one-on-one consultations, and those one-on-one consultations are key because you can charge people by the hour, by the minute even, and you can gain much more income through that. And then also, of course, you can create webinars. You can create some sort of lessons, online lessons where people participate. They pay a certain amount, and then you conduct a workshop for 2-3 hours about so many different things that you can discuss, which I think is very helpful and it's very good. This way you will be able to generate much more income. This way you'll be able to have consistent revenue. And I think it's also important with the skill that you're doing, because for example, skills like digital marketing and teaching people digital marketing. Digital marketing has new advances, new technology every single day. So when there's new information, when there are new updates, when there are new things happening, this gets people even more motivated to enroll with you. This gets people more excited because they want to know about the new things that are happening in the digital world. So you can leverage on those aspects, and you can even gain more revenue and gain more income. This would be the process and the steps to exactly actually how you would make money, or how people make money online. They learn a skill, they monetize that skill. They learn a skill, they create content from that skill to solve easy scenarios and situations. They monetize that skill, and then they make money basically by doing the courses, by doing the online one-on-ones, by doing all kinds of sessions. And in this way, it's going to really help you a lot understand the flow of money, understand how people can grow, how you can help people. This is how pretty much the recipe. Making online, in a nutshell, I would say maybe 90 to 95%. They are teaching others a skill, and others teach others those skills, and so on and so forth. And it depends on what field and whatever. There are people, I believe, like Charlie Morgan, that educate people how to run agencies or companies, for example. And there are many people on the online space, and I think this is an opportunity for you to be aware of and take advantage of. Just a quick note: if you don't have a skill or no experience, and you are in the process of trying to pick a skill to talk about and learn, I always say this: please make sure you pick a skill that you're excited about and you're motivated with and you love and that you want to do. Simply because it's very hard to motivate yourself when you are somebody who is not going to pick a skill that aligns with who you are. It's just not easy. It's very difficult, and I'm being very honest about this. It's something that is hard to do unless you are super motivated, unless you're somebody that's super excited and you want to push forward to it. So keep that in mind, do that. And I think if you pick that skill that aligns with you and you really feel like you can push yourself to it, it will make the whole process much easier. On a last note, just to give you a simple explanation, I'll use myself as an example. I'm somebody that, again, I'll talk my belief. I love helping people. I think I want to always be there for people, understand what they're going through, support them in any way. I give advice, give suggestions, all of that stuff. So I am creating this type of content that can relate to the average person in the world, help them prosper, help them grow in any shape or form, relate to them, understand that what they're going through is not something unique only to themselves. It is unique in a sense, but everybody goes through it in the world, and there are people out there that can help each other and support each other. And then after I create my content and I build my audience, I'm going to create courses about specific things that can help people have a better feeling of their life, gauge more about where they are, where they stand, maybe improve certain aspects in their life, but also just have courses in terms of mindset, belief, core belief within themselves. And of course, I will have consultation calls, one-on-one calls, but not in a professional sense that I'm your doctor or anything like that, or I'm your therapist, but more I'm your friend. I'm somebody who hears you out and knows what you're going through and probably gives you advice from a very neutral and objective standpoint. So that's my vision, and that's something that I'm going to do, that I'm planning to do. Break things down this way and see what aligns with you and what works with you. And I think this is going to help you eventually really grow and prosper. Hope you guys enjoyed this.